Hello, fellow cyborgs, and welcome to a brand new year. It is now 2015, and I am here to welcome it in with you. In 2014, I aspired to write down the little happy things that happened to me, put it on slips of paper, put it in this jar, and then at the end of 2014, open it up and see what good things happened. And I have decided to de-jar these memories in front of you. Let's see. Sword and Laser read my comment aloud on their podcast. I discovered Tiny Owl Knits. After a crappy week, I paid for 2-day shipping of Star Trek The Next Generation Season 1, and Canada Post got it to me in 1 day. It was a miracle. It wasn't Christmas, but it could have counted as a Christmas miracle. I discovered a new place in which to drink wonderful tea. I tried going on walks whilst listening to audiobooks. It made the walks pretty ignorable, i.e., more pleasant. I read Dune by Frank Herbert. My question was asked and answered during a Vaginal Fantasy podcast. I learned that Felicia Day is writing a book. Still really excited about that one. I pre-ordered. One of my questions was read aloud in a Sword and Laser interview. I read A Game of Thrones. I relaxed with a cup of David's Tea's Meant to Be tea in my brand new tabletop mug. I finished the Mistborn trilogy. Last one! I was made giggly by Wicked as They Come. That was it. So, perfect segue, Happy Jar, because my year has been full of books. You and I have both discovered that the happiest moments of my year all revolved around books, book clubs, podcasts of book clubs, and interviews held by book clubs. There's a reason why I'm here on BookTube. Instead of doing a traditional top 14 of 2014, I'm going to share with you the book highlights of my year, the books that I was most pleased to have read and experienced, or book goals that I accomplished and of which I was very proud. Top of the list of book goals was that I finished Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn trilogy and Phedre's trilogy by Jacqueline Carey. I also started George R. R. Martin's Song of Ice and Fire series and was surprisingly hooked. I read a couple of hard science fiction books that I really enjoyed. It was Frank Herbert's Dune and Octavia E. Butler's Dawn. I also read a bunch of comic books, including all of Joe Hill's Locke Key series. I am now up to date on the trade paperbacks of Brian K. Vaughan's Saga, and I also started reading Mike Mignola's Hellboy series, which has inspired a cosplay I'll be doing this year. I also read, or more appropriately listened to, the first Charles Dickens book that I actually enjoyed, which was A Christmas Carol. Most important of all, 2014 has brought to me 3 new favorite books. The first was The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. The second, The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making by Catherynne Valente, book review coming soon. And the third was Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and Other Lessons from the Crematory by Doughty. In the Christmas song book tag, I mentioned that I most wanted to see that one under my tree this year. I couldn't wait, and I bought my own copy, and also a loaner copy. No regrets. And to top off this gloriously bookish year, I received a very wonderful literary gift. It is a Jane Eyre infinity scarf, upon which is writ the ridiculously cute romance confession scene. That was so weird. It's like Sauron or something. Gonna have to put it on. Ta-da. I am so literary. And also a noodle. Moving on from 2014, let me welcome 2015 in with some Book-olutions. I'm not necessarily a big fan of New Year's resolutions because I would like to think that if I wanted to change myself, better myself, that I should just start it today and not put it off until an arbitrarily marked date. But every January, I do come up with a new book resolution, and I would like to share my 2015 Book-olution with you. In 2015, I want to read at least 50 books, 12 of which will be the book picks from my private book club, 12 of which will be nonfiction books, 5 will be high fantasy, 5 will be classic science fiction, 5 will be young adult, 5 will be rereads, and 6 surprise Amanda can read whatever she wants picks. I hope to read more than these 50 books, but it's at least a good start on my TBR bookcase. That's all I have for you today, fellow cyborgs. Please leave me a comment down below on what your first book will be of 2015. I wish you a very, very wonderful new year, full of bookish things, and until next time, continue to be lovely.